Yo, what's up, everybody? We're playing some Open Angel Arena, and I want to do a little brainstorming session. I want to spend a little bit of time today, and I think this is going to be a lot of fun for you on YouTube as well. That's why I'm recording it. Just coming up with new ideas for items in Open Angel Arena, because that's a thing I want to do in the future here for this game mode. I want to implement a lot of new items. Make the game a little bit crazy by having a lot more crazy stuff. Right? So, we're gonna start this out by telling you, by me telling you, like, what ideas I currently have already. And then you guys tell me your ideas, alright? And you can leave those in a YouTube comment, or of course, if you're watching on stream right now, then please just actively participate. And hopefully we can have a little bit of a back and forth going on. Anyway, my plan right here, by the way, in this first duel is just to stay alive. I want to just leech as much intelligence from these fools as I can, right? Like, I don't care about getting a kill. I just want to get the intelligence. And I managed to get all of it. Nice. 10 intelligence right away. Boom. So, let me go ahead and take you through the ideas that I currently have. The first one is I want to just re-implement the old MKB. Right? I want to have the new MKB. The one that currently exists that gives you attack speed and a chance to do pure damage. Like a very high chance to do, some pure damage and all of that. And I want to re-implement the old MKB, and I don't know what we're gonna call it, like maybe the old king bar, like not the monkey king, but the old king. But I want to have the old king bar back in the game, and basically just like kind of put that item back into it, right? The next thing I want to do, I want to add in an item that I'm not sure if it's gonna be a reflex core, probably. But it's an item I've wanted for a long time. The way this works, it's the dash core, or whatever you want to call it. Let's just refer to it as the dash core right now. What the dash core does is it does... oh, hello. I'm kind of scared right now, so I gotta be a bit careful here. What the dash core does is it gives you 3 charges, right? So the item is charge based, and every time you activate it, it pushes you forward like 300 units, maybe 350, at most 400. Not very far, right? But it pushes you forward a little bit, makes you dash forward. And in that dash, you have 0.1 seconds of invincibility, right? So if you time it perfectly, you can actually use this to like dash into attacks and dash into magic missiles to completely dodge them. But it's very difficult, right? You need to time it perfectly. It is also just supposed to be an item for heroes like Ursa and Ricky, and maybe not Ricky, but like just for melee carries in general, or right-click carries in general, to try and close the distance between people, right? So you can dash in to like really get there and like start beating them up. That's the idea. So that's an item I definitely want. I've actually wanted it for a long time. The next one was, someone is asking, what about all the ideas you had? What about all the ideas that you already accepted but didn't implement? Honestly, at this stage, we have a lot more experience with what this game is and how it plays and what are the kind of things we want to have in it. So I want to revisit everything and kind of like toss out old stuff that I think isn't really a great idea. I'll be completely honest with you. We currently have an item in the game, this right here, the Urn of Sorcery. I hate this item. I think it's terrible. Like, that's something that we accepted when we were developing the game at first. And even then, I wasn't really very fond of it, but everybody else seemed to like it. And now I just hate it. I think this is a waste of everybody's time, and I would rather put something else in the game, because like I just want things to be different. Like, we have learned, right? We have learned, things have changed, and we need to adjust to that. Now, I do have some old designs that I do want to still have in the game. One of them is Azazel's crossbow. The way Azazel's crossbow works, it's an, hey, Proof Noodle! Oh, not Proof Noodle, Prof Noodle. Thanks for the sub, man. Proof Noodle. You're a Proof Noodle. Azazel's crossbow, the way this works is it's an upgrade for Daedalus, and you get a weaker Daedalus, right? It gives you damage, it gives you a critical strike, but it's worse than Daedalus. But what it does give you is give you an active ability. And this active ability allows you to target 2 AoEs on the ground, and then imagine a gyrocopter missile, like it goes up into the air and it comes down, like a projectile or something comes up and comes down. And then you do a critical strike, right? So this is based off your attack damage. The damage you do in that AoE is based off your attack damage, and it is a critical strike in that area, in damage. But you can only hit a hero once with it, right? So you can't just like use both AoEs right on top of each other. You kind of got to spread it out a bit more. And the idea is that you basically select 2 areas and you shoot twice. This has got like some like deep lore implications, I guess. Like Azazel's crossbow, like part of Azazel is that he has a crossbow that shoots twice. Right, that's like one of his like crazy weapons. And which, by the way, in case you don't know this, but Azazel like is known for having crazy weapons. So the idea is basically you shoot twice up into the air, it comes crashing down and does AoE. So, hey, what's up? Can we kill this? I just need vision. Damn it. Didn't get him. Alright, duel time. Again, as always, our goal in duels is just to stay alive. Don't really care about anything else. I just want to stay alive. Okay. Or, at the very least, get some kills. I'm not gonna stay alive here. But I'm gonna kill Satsa. Run. Damn it. Alright. I think all MKB is bad because of perma mini stunning. That wasn't a problem before. Like, that wasn't an issue we encountered in OAA. So I don't think it will be an issue now. So the next thing I want, and this is where we get into, okay, this is where we get more into like the much more conceptual thing. So I definitely want Azazel's crossbow. Like I have Azazel's crossbow like in my head, and I definitely want a dash thing. The next thing I want is I want a Veil of Discord upgrade, where you select an AoE, then basically imagine Invoker's EMP, but hopefully with like different particles, happens in that AoE, and after a short delay, it explodes, and any enemy that gets hit by it has their auras disabled. Right? So currently an issue kind of with OAA is that there's a lot of items that have auras. And stacking those auras is really, really, really powerful. And that would be a way to like, okay, we have like, okay, we're gonna throw out the EMP, we hit it, we have about 5 seconds to try and or like however long it lasts, like maybe 10 seconds. Where the auras are disabled, so let's go ahead and try to kill them right now. Right now is the best shot we have. So that's the idea there. Right? This is something, again, I'm kind of unsure about, but what I know for sure, I want something that disables auras, because auras are just so strong at the moment. And something that kind of deals with that and lets people deal with that, I think is a good idea. And the next one is, and this is all I have written down so far, is just giant form. I like the idea of having transformation items. Currently in OAA, we have Stone Skin, which is a transformation item. And I think Stone Skin is one of our best designs. We also have Siege Mode, which is yet again a transformation item, right? Like it turns you into like a little bit of a different being, and that different being has different benefits and a different way of playing, right? So Siege Mode does that. You have Stone Skin that does that, and I really like those items. I think that's super cool, right? I think those are some of our best items, and I think expanding upon the idea of having items transform you is a really cool concept. It doesn't really exist in regular Dota all that much. So I would like to keep that going, and I think a way to keep that going is with the next step. The next thing I would like to do is basically giant form, right? It's just like from D&D or Pathfinder, where you turn big, you probably become really slow, but you hit really, really hard. Now, the details on that we still need to figure out, but that is an idea that I think would be kind of neat. And those are my current ideas. So, now I want to read your guys. Oh, we've got the Ogre Boss. Oh, yes, let me actually... We've got the Ogre Boss. Yes, I would like to show this off right now. The Ogre Boss is coming soon. So when I say that we're actually working on stuff, I want to make Wanna be clear that this shit is actually happening. The ogre boss is mostly done. This right here is again. Here, there's the ogre boss. He has like his little ogrelings. He goes in there, he smashes things down, and kills you because he's rude. So that's gonna be a new boss in Open Angel Arena. Of course, that one is just from Siltbreaker, but I see no issue with that. Right, I think there's nothing wrong with taking something from Siltbreaker. So, I think I'm gonna go for a Helm of the Dominator here. Because what we want as Silencer is attack speed and stats. And Helm of the Dominator is a great way of getting both. But yeah. So, I have an idea. It's a red orb that lets you purge and reflect spells. I call it a Lotus Orb. Ha! Ha ha! Get it, chat! Get it! It's a Lotus Orb. Ha! Alright. Let me go ahead and tell... show me what you guys got. Like, show me if you guys got any interesting ideas. I'm gonna go ahead and mute that song. So, item gives a passive bonus based on how low your height is. Fighting on low ground helps you more. I don't really like that idea, right? Like, because that's something that's like so incredibly situational, and also that doesn't really work in duels very much. Like, I don't know. You gotta keep in mind that having items that are situational is fine as long as that situation occurs frequently, right? Because if that situation is too rare and it never happens and you never need it, then nobody will ever want to buy the item, and it's just conceptually underpowered, and that's something I want to avoid, right? So something like that is just it could maybe work for a different game mode, but I don't see it for Open Angel Arena. So, oh, okay, we got a stun coming out here. That should be a quick kill. Nice, 2 more intelligence. Sick. Hey, we're just trying to max that out, right? That's the entire goal here. Next up, we do want a Bloodthorn, I think. Right, I think Bloodthorn is a nice, solid item for us. Alright. There's an item in LoL that is a transformation item. I don't know if that's what you're looking for, but it has an active where if there are 3 enemies nearby, your health is temporarily doubled. Okay, that seems a little bit, you know, numbers we would have to figure out. But if 3 enemies are nearby, then your health is temporarily doubled. So how would that interact with duels? Like, what would happen in duels with that, right? Because, like, in duels, like, there's often 3 enemies nearby. How close do they have to be in league? Like, do they have to be, like, right on top of you? Or what's going on there? Damn. I would like to maybe get some more farm here. Money, 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 money. That's always the issue, isn't it? Every part of life is just about money, 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 money. Alright. So don't worry about... It also reduces your damage by half. Ah, okay, well that makes a lot more sense. Like, that's an important part of it, right? So you become really tanky, but you also don't deal very much damage. It seems similar to the Aeon Disc, I'll be honest. Right? Like, not the same, of course, but kind of similar-ish. Huh. Idea. Divine Lotus Orb. Builds from Lotus Orb, and tier 3 and tier 4 cores. You have permanent Lotus Orb effects on you, but it drops upon death. Wow. Great idea. What a great idea. New item idea. Sacrificial Goblin. Soul Ring plus Bloodstone plus Kaya. Gives you all the passive stats of those items. Needs an expensive recipe. Activate. Sacrifice 5% of your total health to get 5 seconds of free mana usage. So all of your spells cost 0 mana. So is that not something that would be inherently completely overpowered with Storm Spirit? Right? Aren't you creating something that would be an absolute must-have on Storm Spirit in particular? And is also completely overpowered on that particular hero. Alright, because like if you give Storm unlimited mana, then... You know, like that's kind of a problem, isn't it? That might be a bit of a problem. Yeah, you gotta keep that in mind, you know, like balance is a part of design. You gotta make sure that something you make is balanceable. Because like, yes, you can kind of balance everything, but some things are just broken by, in concept, I suppose, right? Like, the difficulty with balance is not so much making it be not overpowered, it's more like making it not be overpowered but still feel good. Right? Like, that's the tricky part, that it still feels, like, satisfying to use. Right? Because I can make any item be, like... Let's say we have an item that just insta-kills an opponent. Like, yeah, okay. I can make it not be broken by letting you only use it once every 10 minutes. I don't think that would be an overpowered item. That would actually be probably a pretty bad item, but... Still doesn't seem all that satisfying to use, you know? Like, it seems really shitty. So, yeah. Let me grab this right here. Okay, we've got a Bloodthorn, which is nice. I like having a Bloodthorn. Actually, I would like to sell this. Get that right here. Gotta get ourselves some more stats, right? Helm of the Dominator gives a lot of stats. Like, it goes up to plus 17 to all attributes, which is pretty crazy, honestly. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and clear through this now. We do want the Scotty, I believe. Right, just stop people from running away is always a good idea. An item to reduce cast duration / point. Okay, what else does it do though? Because if that's all it does, that's kind of lame, you know? It's not really super interesting. Like, does it do something other than that? Oh, by the way, if I say like, you know, like I don't really like that idea so much, then don't worry about it. Like, that's the whole thing here. Right? Like, that's how you like brainstorm that shit. Not every idea is gonna be a good one. Alright? Like, you gotta be ready to just like throw out half of your ideas. Because like, whatever, ended up being not that nice, so let's just go ahead and try a different thing. Alright, let's see if we can come up with something else that maybe is a little bit better and that we like a bit more. Alright. Yes, +2 intelligence steal. That's what I was waiting for. 'Cause that's where it starts being really fun. Hell yeah. Now we gotta get some kills. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back here. I wanna be involved, you know? I wanna go ahead and start stacking up my intelligence. It's the one thing I care about. Alright. Should be dead. No, that guy's out. Oh no, he's fine. Damn it. Damn it. Burn armor. Basically like Radiance, but instead of more damage, provides armor. Also like illusions that, you know, provides healing. Something I think might be interesting. Like, this is actually something I think is a neat idea. It's basically stacking effects. You know, maybe a Desolator that starts out with, you know, you only get, like... You only get a 1 minus armor in the initial attack, but the more you attack, the more minus armor you get, you know? Like, maybe it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, you know? Like, it just keeps going up. Or like 1, 3, 5. So every time you attack, you end up doing more and more minus armor. So you want to build a hero that's just like purely attack speed based and has very little damage, so you can burn through the armor really quickly. Okay. I think he's dead. Nice. Give me those 4 intelligence. Oh yeah, man. Give me those 4. Alright, we've got ourselves a Shadow Blade now. Fury Swipes are like attack. Yeah, similar to Fury Swipes. There's nothing wrong with just taking an effect in Dota and putting it into an item. Right? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Or like, don't even think about Dota, you know? Like, think about Overwatch. Think about League. Think about... fucking Battle Royale, you know, like whatever games you can think of, like, it makes sense. Or go away from like the MOBA genre entirely. Like, go to like fucking PUBG. Like, what do you like about PUBG? How do we make PUBG into an item? Chad, you got an idea? How do we make PUBG into an item? So, how about an item similar to Maelstrom and Mjolnir and Veil combined? You want a Veil upgrade, so you combine... it has an active where you target a single unit. It casts a chain lightning with X bounces that do Y damage, and every target that hits takes 7% bonus damage for some number of seconds. Oh, I actually like that, you know, like... I like that idea. That's pretty cool. Okay, we will kill you. Give me that, Ricky. This guy isn't really taking very much damage now, is he? Nice. 40 intelligence already. No, I like that. Wait, guys, you're going a little bit too quick. I gotta note this stuff down, right? Alright, okay. No, I like the idea of having like a chain lightning that you have to coordinate. That's interesting, right? Like now you need to wait until they're in the right position. You're like, okay, I want to hit as many of them with the chain lightning as possible because every single hero I hit will take increased magic damage. Right? But maybe the bounce isn't very big. So it's just like, right, I think that's a cool idea. I really like that idea actually. Okay, let me go and upgrade my Scotty. Or Scotty. Good old Scotty. So yeah. Item idea. Isolate stuff. Targeted cast item. When casted on target, pushback, a pushback occurs around the target which affects the allies. When used for 4 seconds, they get an undispellable ability for the allies to cast item spell on them. Oh, that seems too complicated. Another thing you have to keep in mind is the items need to be pretty clear in what they do. Right? So I'm personally not a big fan of items that like have too many effects on them. Like, I feel like 1 or 2 effects. And that's, like, you don't want to have any more than that. Right? Then when it comes to like really like 1 effect is like fine. You don't want to have too much going on because then people will not understand what is actually going on when it's used on them, and then can get often very frustrating. Right? That's why I really like, for example, that's something where OAA actually has some very big weak points that I wish we could fix. I can't do anything about that. For example, the reflex course, right? They have like no animation, nothing at all. So if you're a new player, you have no idea why the hero isn't taking any damage. And I think having like some sort of particle effect there to indicate that something is happening is really important. Alright. Hasmato team, thanks for the sub, my man. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Okay, let's go over there. Gonna go invisible. What about Bedlam, except it heals? What else can we do with Bedlam? What is Bedlam anyway? Bedlam is just like around you, targets people. You know, like attacks in a singular hit. Is Bedlam interesting enough to really want to turn it into more than that? What about Terrorize, but it does something else instead? Item idea. Upgrade for Kaya. Used to put a ward on the ground that reveals nearby invisible enemy heroes. Gives vision and gives mana health. The ward will be invisible. Oh, I like the idea of putting down a ward that does something. Right? Like a Juggernaut ward. But, you know, not Juggernaut. I think that is a cool idea. I like the idea of, item active. Put down ward. Heal or something. I like that. I think that's a cool idea. Right? It's nothing crazy, but it's something where you can deal with. And this is something where even if people have no idea what this item actually does, right? They've never seen it before. They see a ward on the ground and they're like, well, I'm gonna kill that now, right? Like, it's gotta go. Huh, that makes sense. Alright, that seems reasonable. Alright, PUBG, an energy drink that gives you 30 to 60 movement speed for 2.5 seconds and costs 50 gold. Also for World of Warcraft Scroll of Protection, it gives 15 hours for 2 minutes and costs 1 gold. Alright. I don't really like consumables all that much. I'm not a big fan of consumables. Although I think that's like something I really should reconsider probably. I don't know. I personally always find consumables frustrating. I would rather buy something that's permanent. Okay. How about an item called Shield Bash? Maybe upgrade it from Vanguard. It makes you dash forward to the target and bashes the head with a shield. The target got stunned, has passive like armor and physical damage taken reduced. Okay, so the Shield Bash is just a better Abyssal Blade then, isn't it? Right? Because it's an Abyssal Blade you can do from range. It's an Abyssal Blade that really does the same thing as Abyssal Blade. It just also gets you to the enemy. Right? That seems like you're just upgrading an already existing item there. I think I have to go for a Necrobook. I think somebody has to go for a Necrobook, and I think it's gonna be me. Satsa is not going for it. Shadowfiend is clearly not. No, nobody else is going to, so I'm kind of forced into getting it. Yeah. I really like how the chat came super alive. Everybody's like, oh, I got an idea, I got an idea. Right, it's fun, isn't it, to just like brainstorm this stuff. Right, and to you guys on YouTube who aren't participating in this live, like, you can just leave some ideas in the comments. I'm gonna read them. Like, I always read all of my comments. Right, like, seriously, I'm not lying. I'm not lying about this. Like, I genuinely do read all of my comments. Okay, I think we're gonna go and upgrade this right now. So, Fix your helmet. Oh, that's true. I gotta fix my helmet. There we go. Now we've got Helm of the Dominator aura. Okay, I'm trying to do damage to this guy, but it's not really working too well. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Kill him. Oh, what? Oh, shit, let's go. Oh, yeah, let's go. We got it. All right. So, item idea. X-ray. Shoots a laser in the targeted direction and attacks all enemies and units in that line. And primarily reduces enemy movement speed and armor. Has 2 seconds channel time. Huh. Why does it have 2 seconds channel time? Right? Like, ask yourself, why does it have 2 seconds channel time? Because I don't think it needs that, right? It's just like, shoots a laser in a line, everybody in there is slowed and has their armor reduced. Okay, that doesn't even seem that good. Right, unless the armor reduction is really nice. I kind of actually don't dislike it, I'll be honest. So, we're gonna go ahead and note it down. There we go. Alright. Item idea. Evil Mirror. Creates Terrorblade / Venge-like reflection illusions of target to attack itself. What purpose does that serve? Let's get 20% Glaze of Sounds. That to me seems like it's just something that... I don't know. What does it do that like something else doesn't do already? You know? Let's speed that up. How about a toggleable item that allows you to change your main stat attribute? Oh, I don't want to mess with that. Like, that would just be... Those kind of items, like, that's something that I actually think is a pretty cool and interesting idea. The problem with it isn't that it's not cool. The problem with it is that it's going to make my life a living hell if I want to actually balance the video game. You get what I mean? Right, like, if we add an item like that into Open Angel Arena, and I want to have the game be balanced, it's just never going to happen, because it allows so much fuckery. Right, so as much as I hate saying it, like, items going to be a bit more limiting than that. Like, they can't open up the entire game so wide, because then balance becomes an impossibility. And that's something I want to avoid, because I do want the game to be balanced. So yeah. Idea. Golden Tree Branch of Wonders. Builds from Magic Wand and Bloodstone. Effect. Disables your region for every X region you lost, you gain a charge. Uses charges to create mini region runes, happy trees that heal you and your allies for twice X. Okay. I like where you're going, but your description isn't really that nice. So, this is what I imagine after reading that. Right? This is how I would probably do this. Is you have this active to plant a tree. Right? And what this tree does is it like pulses every once in a while. And it heals all allies around you. Now, how does it heal? Does it maybe heal your regeneration? Like, how much regeneration your hero has? That would be kind of cool. Right? So, your hero gives up its regeneration. You plant down this tree. And now all of your regeneration is coming out in this pulse that periodically heals your allies. But it doesn't heal yourself. How about that? Would that be a cool idea? Or how would you do it? Alright, I need more money mostly. This is actually... My struggle right now is just money. Right? Okay. Just kind of grinding this one out. Gotta get myself money. That's my real problem. You like it? Call the item Tree of Life. Yeah. Right, like it puts down this like tree. I like that, the Tree of Life. It's a cool idea. It's basically a long range Lucians, but based on your own. It's like a combination of Lucians and Heart Transplant, and it goes back to that idea we had earlier about putting down a ward. I like the idea of putting down a tree though. That makes it much more interesting, right? Hey, microwavable salads. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the sub. So we gotta note this down. We gotta write this down, this Tree of Life idea. I very much like this, actually. It's super cool. Super, super cool. Alright, we're gonna slowly walk back to base. Okay, Tree of Life. Plant tree. Lose own region. Pulses. with that region as healing to allies, but not self. There we go, there we go. Now we've got an item. Item idea, morph item, which allows morphing movement speed for armor and vice versa. Well, we kind of have that already. You know, that kind of is how, that is kind of how the stone skin works, right? Except it doesn't go fluently. You just kind of have to make a decision. So that's not really something new, I think. Also, I think is there not a morphling, a tinker here. Totally is a tinker there. What the hell? Who let him in there? Okay. Okay, we've got him. Just kind of trying to, like, beat this guy up too. Nice. Ultra kill. Holy hell. Hey, Setsa. Oh! I get what killed him. I get what killed him. What's the offside penalty? Right? Like, if you stay in this area too long, if you stay in the enemy's space for too long, then you take damage. And he stayed too long and then he died. Alright, I get it. They're like all 4 in a tree of life radius. The region should be equal so that it balances. Yeah, we'll be done soon. Alright. Let me go and take down these really quick. I want to upgrade that. So anyway, we've got the tree of life, right? That's an idea that I think is really cool. You know, we figured that one out together. Great. Let's go and move on and let's think of something else, right? Point of the evil mirror is to use it on enemies to copy auras and get their radiant solutions. I don't really like that too much, right? Like, honestly, now that you've explained to me what the like point is, I'm even less enthusiastic about it, right? Like, I don't know. I don't like something that is that simple. And it doesn't really have any counterplay. It doesn't really have any interaction, all right? Anyway, item idea: timeless pocket watch. Active causes the whole game to move forward X amount of time. This would affect cooldowns, duration, passive gold. Dude, cool idea, right? Absolutely impractical, right? Do you have any idea what a huge coding challenge that would be? Like, instead of making that one crazy item, we could make like 15 different items. You know, like, it's just not... That's something where it's like, yeah, but this is just not worth the resources. Alright, and that's something you have to consider as well. Alright. So we've got our stuff pretty high level now. Do a lot of additional damage here. I should get Aghanim's. I didn't get an Aghanim's. That's my problem. Damn, I forgot about Aghanim's. Yeah, with Aghanim's we do the real damage. Huh. It's okay, we already hit pretty hard. That's fine. We'll do real damage anyway. Anyway. Item idea: Soul Ring plus Kaya to make an item that gives a bunch of mana reduction. Mana reduction, but you can't attack enemies. Wait, no, I'm reading two different things. That gives a bunch of mana reduction, no spell up. It has an active that sacrifices the mana reduction X amount of health to give increased spell up. Huh. Okay, so how exactly would that work? Let's figure that out some more. Alright, let's note this one down. I kind of like the idea. Right, for a caster to say, alright, I'm gonna go ahead and reduce my own life pool to do more damage. Right, the idea of a caster doing that to me seems very natural. That seems like a very caster thing to do, right? Like a blood mage kind of thing, where you reduce your own life pool to really push damage. But how exactly would this work? Right, like maybe you just like start losing, like, it's like a reverse hard. You activate it, you start losing 7% of your maximum HP per second, but you get like 50% spell up or something dumb like that. Alright? I really wish I had an Aghanims. Maybe I'll drop the boots later and get the Aghanims. Alright. Is it possible to make vector targeted abilities? Yes, it is. Absolutely possible to make vector targeted abilities. So. No, guys, you go all doing new ideas. New ideas, like, we currently have an idea that we're discussing. Like, stick to the idea, man. Stick to the idea. Because if we always do new ones right away, then like we never actually get to do like any discussion on it. Alright? So like, how do we do the like spellcaster that reduces their own HP to like maximize the damage output? How do we best do that? Maybe they like take their own magic damage. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? Caster armlet. No. Well, kind of a caster armlet, but like differently. What if caster armlet makes it so you take your own magic damage? Or your own spell damage? Would that be too much?
What a way to go.
Would you fuck yourself up too much? Maybe we can make a percentage. Right? Maybe like half of it. Maybe you take half of your damage or something like that. Is that a cool idea? Right? Not the full amount, but like a little bit. So you're like, yes, you do massive damage right now, but you're also totally killing yourself, so you better get ready for that. Is that something we want? Okay, that's some more necro book here. Sorry, man. Not today. Holy shit, they're getting run over by Nail. He's all 51. Yeah, these nerds, by the way, just want to point out really quick that like the OTA tag that you will often see in these videos, these are the Open Angel Arena tryhards. No way. Is that them? I don't know. Either way, they're a bunch of nerds. Pretty sure they won the last tournament. And they are like constantly playing all the time. And they are like the best players of this game. So if they are just like destroying everybody, then that's fine. Don't be too surprised. But yeah. Like, from what I have seen, they're like always doing really, really well and shit. Tryhard Arena. Oh, that's what they are called. Alright. Yeah. That of course makes all the difference in the world here. Upgrade this. Thank you. So. I like the idea. Okay, here. Caster armlet, whatever. No. I'm gonna like make a blood mage. Blood mage, activate. While active, we'll call it not a toggle. Toggle while active, you take 50% of your own spell damage, but you also get 50% spell amp. Something like that. Right? How about that? Does that seem cool? The numbers, obviously, like, don't worry about the numbers. The numbers are all made up and bullshit right now. Right? Don't worry about the numbers. Anytime I bring up a number, the number is just placeholder. But is that a cool idea? Push one if you like that one.
The Dyer's courier took a trip to the old family farm.
That item seems really... what about Lena? Yeah, it would be like an item where Lena activates it and then kills herself with the Laguna Blade. Right? Like, or Zeus activates it and then just dies to his passive. Like, you gotta be careful with it. You can't just throw it out. Right? Zeus activates it, drops ultimate, and just dies. So those kind of casters, the casters that wanna go for the Blood Mage item, they now need to make sure that they are actually building in a way where they can sustain that damage. So they gotta get a hard and defensive items, right? Maybe get magic resistance, right? They gotta buy a pipe so they can actually tank the Blood Mage damage. Like, do you see how immediately that item opens up the like possibilities? Where it's just like, okay, well, we have this item, we want to use it, we want to base our build around it. How do we do that? And that is interesting. That is the kind of stuff I want to go for, right? Maybe they get BKB, right? Like, but that's fine. If Alina buys BKB, activates BKB, then activates the Blood Mage thing, and like throws her shit at somebody, she can't have Aghanims because she's still gonna kill herself. Right? So yeah. If Zeus died, he probably killed the whole team. No, it doesn't need to. If Zeus does 1,000 damage to the entire enemy team, he takes 5,000 damage himself. Alright, let's say it's 100% right now. And Again, the balance is always something we are going to figure out. It's fine. Is this item going to be tricky to balance? Probably. But I think it's totally possible, right? It's not conceptually broken. Anyway, let's move on, right? Like, it's a cool idea. We're just looking for cool ideas right now. I'm not saying any of this stuff is actually going to make it in. I'm just saying, hey, look, let's see if we can find something cool, right? Anyway. Idea. When activated, you lose all of your vision, and all enemies in a small radius around you lose all of their vision as well. Counterable with wards. I don't like that too much. Like, that seems really frustrating to go up against, right? That seems like something you're like, oh, great, I can't see anything anymore. Yay, fun. Alright, like, that's something, that kind of feeling is something I want to avoid. How much spell resistance do I have? A lot. I actually think I actually do think that we could just make it be that they take 100% of their own magic damage, or like their own spell damage, because a lot of it is going to be magic, right? And intelligence heroes get magic resistance from their primary attribute, so they are going to be taking a lot less damage anyway. But yeah. Garden 2. Destroys trees like axe or something. Use charges which can be used to replant trees. That seems not that useful. Alright, we got him. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, we need some more stuff that reveals people, but I already have some plans for that. We attack very quickly right now, holy shit. Yeah, I mean, this gives us attack speed, right? Alright, would like to get this as well. Got our Necro book here. Gonna beat you up. Should be dead. There's the Ricky again. Nice. Nah, man. Not today. Oh, hey, what are you doing there? Alright. Cool. What about an item called Goldeneye? Would be an upgrade of Hand of Midas that will cost a good chunk of money, so that having a lot of money in late game has sense now. Active. For X seconds you have bonus visions, then you lose vision for Y seconds. I don't really see why you... Like, this is something where... This is also, like, I think it's a bit of a problem that a lot of people have with balance. People are super inclined to over-nerf things. Right? They, like, immediately assume it's going to be overpowered, even though there's no indication of it being overpowered, and just super nerf it right away from the get-go. Right? For example, your item right there, I really don't think you need to make it so that you lose vision afterwards, because just gaining vision isn't really that powerful of an effect. Right? Like, you see more for a little while, well, yeah, yes. Right? What about, but I like the idea of playing with vision. What about an item that gives you Farsight? You know the ability from Warcraft 3? Where you, like, select an AoE and you just see whatever's going on there. Wouldn't that be helpful? Huh, I like that idea. Alright. Farsight. Active. Reveal. And detect. Selected area. And that's all it does. It has some, like, defensive stats on it. It could be a reflex score, maybe. Right? And that's it. Anyway, we're about to finish this game, so... Let's save the rest of the ideas for the YouTube comments, right? Like, if you got any more, you know, keep thinking about them and, like, maybe post them somewhere. Or, actually, on that note, to everybody that is currently in the chat, I'm going to put a Discord link into the channel. I'm gonna go ahead and put a Discord link into the Twitch chat. You can click on that and join that Discord. And then I just made a channel called Ideas for Devs, and just leave all of your item ideas there so I can look at them later. Alright? Just so they don't get lost and you don't forget about them. I think that seems like a good idea. But right now, we're about to finish this game, and I don't really want to keep going for much longer. So. Isn't Farsight the Clockwork Rocket thing without the damage? Not exactly, because in this case it would be instant, which already changes a lot. Also, it would detect, which also changes a lot. And other than that, yeah, it would be similar, but I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with having similar effects in a game, right? Okay. Ooh, shit. Okay, we've got him. And we got him. And we got him. There we go. Quick, easy game. Alright. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating on the video. And hey, if you liked it, maybe we'll do it again. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.